Instacart secured its first round of funding in 2012. At the time, the company's internal operations were struggling, but the pitch was built to overcome those gaps through a specific psychological narrative. Founder Apoorva Mehta was pitching from a position of weakness. After leaving his supply chain job at Amazon, he spent 2 years building 20 consecutive startups. Every single one had failed. To make matters worse, his application to the Y Combinator Accelerator had already been rejected twice. Grocery delivery was widely considered a cursed industry. The market was haunted by the memory of Webvan, a company that burned $800 million of investor cash before collapsing a decade earlier. Investors were openly hostile to the category. In one meeting, a venture capitalist reportedly walked out and returned holding a floppy disk containing Webvan's original 1999 pitch deck, just to highlight how often this idea had failed before. Mehta realized that explaining his technology wouldn't work. Investors would only see another Webvan. To get funded, he had to change the rules of the conversation entirely. After his application was flagged as a late entry, a Y Combinator partner told Mehta that getting accepted at that stage was nearly impossible. Mehta didn't send a follow-up email about his routing algorithm. Instead, he used his prototype app to order a 6-pack of beer and had it delivered to the partner's desk in under an hour. That single delivery moved the concept out of the realm of abstract theory. It gave the partner a physical result he couldn't ignore, leading to an official meeting the very next day. When Mehta finally walked into the pitch room, the reality of his business was full of holes. He owned no warehouses, no delivery vans, and zero inventory. Mehta bypassed the logistics problem on his slides by describing the company as Uber for groceries. In 2012, investors already understood the sharing economy. It was a framework they trusted, and it allowed them to see a path to scale without the heavy costs of Webvan. By adopting this existing model, Instacart allowed investors to focus on the growth potential rather than the missing physical infrastructure. Founders often pack traction slides with a dozen different charts, signaling a struggle to find a metric that matters. Instacart focused on one specific signal: revenue growth of 10% every week for 20 weeks straight. This isolated metric creates a sense of momentum. It shifts the investor's mindset from looking for flaws to worrying that they might miss out on a breakout success. The final hurdle was technical. At the time, grocery stores had no digital inventory systems or APIs that Instacart could plug into. Mehta solved this by manually buying every single item at a Trader Joe's and photographing them in his apartment to build the digital catalog himself. At first, the founding team acted as the workforce, physically shopping and delivering orders to simulate a finished system, a process they called ninja shopping. By highlighting these manual tasks as evidence of hustle, the founders framed their technical limitations as proof of a competitive advantage. Founders often spend their pitch time detailing the complex and messy operations they manage every day. Investors look for something different: a simple, clear vision of a business they can easily imagine becoming a massive entity. The Instacart story suggests that a seed-stage business doesn't need a perfect operational model, provided it has a clear and logical narrative. A successful pitch deck functions as an exercise in investor psychology, focused on creating a path for others to believe in the future of the company. You can test your own narrative tonight. Read your current pitch deck out loud, slide by slide. Pay attention to the moment you stop showing clear signs of growth and start explaining the complicated mechanics of how the work gets done. Over-explaining logistics is often the point where an investor begins to lose interest in the vision. For those looking to streamline this process, the $497 VC-ready pitch deck kit is linked in the description. The kit applies the same principles of investor psychology seen in the Instacart story, providing a template for building a narrative that is easy for investors to follow and fund.